Have you ever witnessed a move so brilliant, so layered, it felt like watching a grandmaster play chess while everyone else was playing checkers? One action, setting off a cascade, leading not just to one victory, but multiple victories, all perfectly orchestrated? We all know the story of the clever old woman who outsmarted a bank manager, but what if I told you that was just the first layer of her genius? That her most significant win wasn't even with the manager, but was a masterstroke of strategic depth played out using the manager as an unwitting pawn. Today, we're dissecting the ultimate power move, the art of the double bet. We'll go beyond the surface and uncover how this seemingly simple old woman engineered a situation where one calculated risk set the stage for an even bigger, more lucrative payoff. This isn't just about luck, it's about foresight, psychological leverage, and turning predictable human reactions into your strategic advantage. Get ready to learn how master strategists think several moves ahead. Every master strategist knows the power of a good setup. For our old woman, the bet with the bank manager, the $100,000 wager about a scar appearing on her chest was in many ways the decoy. Think about it. It was audacious, seemingly impossible for the old woman to win, and an easy $100,000 for the manager. This bet served multiple purposes. Engagement. It drew the manager in, making her an active participant. Ego inflation. It made the manager feel superior and overconfident, as we discussed in a previous video. Plausible deniability. It seemed like the main event, distracting from the real game. The manager was so focused on this sure-thing bet, on proving the old woman wrong about the scar, that she became completely predictable. And predictability for a strategist is gold. Now here's where the true genius unfolds, the meta bet. While the manager was fixated on the $100,000, the old woman had already placed a separate, much larger bet with the manager's lawyer. Her bet with the lawyer? A cool $200,000 that by noon the next day, she could get the bank manager to willingly take off her shirt in front of him. To the lawyer, this seemed even more preposterous than the scar bet. A professional bank manager, disrobing in the bank in front of him, unthinkable. Do you see the brilliance? The outcome of the first bet, the scar bet, was designed to directly trigger the conditions for winning the second bigger bet. The manager, to prove she had no scar and win her $100,000, had to take off her shirt. The old woman wasn't just betting on one outcome, she was betting on a sequence of human reactions. The linchpin of any double bet strategy is identifying a leverage point. This is a predictable behavior or reaction in one party that can be used to influence another, or achieve a secondary objective. In this case, the leverage point was the bank manager's professional pride, and her desire to win the initial $100,000 bet. The old woman knew that to prove her point and claim her winnings, the manager would almost certainly do what was necessary, even if it meant an unconventional action like removing her shirt in a private setting. The old woman wasn't forcing anyone. She simply created a scenario where the manager's own motivations would lead her to act in a way that fulfilled the conditions of the second, more lucrative bet with the lawyer. It's a masterclass in understanding and exploiting human psychology and incentives. So, how can we apply this double bet thinking ethically in our own lives or careers? Identify layered objectives. What's your immediate goal, and what's the bigger strategic win you're aiming for down the line? Anticipate chain reactions. Think, if X happens, then Y is likely to follow, which could lead to Z. Map out potential sequences of events and reactions. Understand motivations. What drives the people involved? Their ego, their desire for gain, their fear of loss. How can these motivations be ethically leveraged? The art of the setup. Your initial actions should not only address the immediate situation, but also subtly prepare the ground for your secondary objective. Control the narrative. Subtly guide perceptions and focus attention in a way that supports your multi-layered plan. Consider a negotiation. Your first bet might be a reasonable opening offer, the setup. Your double bet is that their counteroffer will reveal their true bottom line or key priorities. giving you the information needed to secure an even better overall deal. Or in project management, achieving a small, visible early win, bet 1, can build team morale and stakeholder confidence, making it easier to secure resources for the larger, more critical phase of the project, bet 2. The art of the double bet is about more than just clever tricks. It's a mindset. It's about seeing the connections others miss, understanding the underlying currents of human behavior, and having the foresight to play the long game. The old woman didn't just win money, she demonstrated the profound power of strategic depth. Can you think of any real-life examples from history, business, or even personal anecdotes, where a double bet strategy was brilliantly executed? Share your insights in the comments below. If this deep dive into strategic thinking sparked your curiosity, hit that like button, subscribe for more content that unravels the art of strategy, and don't forget the notification bell. Because the best strategists don't just react to the game, they shape it. Thanks for watching, and may your thinking always be several moves ahead.